Okay, so let's talk about decoding, okay? Because we're not just going to teach our students these words, we also have to teach them how to decode the words. Okay, so there are 3 levels of decoding. Well, actually 4, and let me take you through them. In the younger grades, the reader is connecting a phoneme, which is the smallest unit of sound, to a grapheme, which is a symbol, right? It's a sound symbol correspondence. And so when the reader sees the word act on the page, that little kindergartner or first grader is taking the sound and, taking the grapheme, taking the letter and attaching it to a sound and then blending it together. So act, act. Okay, so when you're starting to read, that's what you're doing. All right, and it's not easy. Okay, anybody who says that kindergarten is easy has never taught kindergarten. Okay, kindergarten and first grade are incredibly hard. It's not easy, especially in a language like English, to get this kind of decoding off the ground and running. Next, the reader will recognize a syllable type. Okay, there are 6 syllable types in English. I'm going to go over them with you. So we're not blending sounds together forever, right? Otherwise, we would never be able to read anything. It would take us forever. So once this first level gets pretty fluent, we start to recognize syllable types. And I used a different word here for the example. I wanted to use a silent E word, okay? So I chose the word save. And so once the reader knows how to blend sounds fluently, the reader will see that word and recognize it as a silent E word immediately and know that it takes a long vowel. Okay, so they just see it and they see that silent E and then they read it as save and not salve. Okay, not a short A. Okay, and then finally, once we recognize syllable types and we're fluent with that, we start to analyze words from within when we're reading. Okay, and this is morphological awareness, and morphological awareness doesn't happen automatically. If you're a fluent reader, you start to do it because you're a fluent reader and you're good at it. If you're not a fluent reader, you really need to learn how to do it. Okay, it's important that kids learn how to do this explicitly. And so as a reader who recognizes save, I might then recognize that saving is in the same word family as save. And what happened? Why am I recognizing this as saving? Well, I understand that this silent E fell away when I put on the vowel suffix, okay? And as a fluent reader, we recognize morphemes, which are the smallest units of meaning, or if you want to call this a base word, right? The base word is save. We recognize suffixes, right? And we understand what happened in the spelling rule. Okay, so that would be an advanced level of decoding that we want our students to be at by 3rd grade. Okay, and then finally, we want, once your brain has done all this work to learn how to read in English, and you're a fluent reader, you know, we are not sitting there doing these 3 things. Our brains are instantly recognizing words visually. Okay, so, and I'm not talking about, you know, the sight words that you taught your kids in kindergarten. Every word becomes a sight word. Every word becomes a sight word because there's instant recognition. And that is when we have achieved reading fluency. Okay, but if your kids are still decoding, they're not fluent readers yet. So we need to teach them how to decode so that they can start to recognize words instantly.